welcome. How are you today? That's good to hear. Have you enjoyed your stay here so far? And what has been your favourite class so far? One of my personal favourites. Well, today we're going to be reading your tea leaves. Okay? Have you ever had your tea leaves read before? Okay, so it's really simple. I'll talk you through it. The first thing I'm going to do is pour you a cup of tea. So I have this lovely big cup here with a lovely saucer. And in this teapot, I'll just make sure it's fully brewed. We have a mixture of black tea with lemon and lime tea, and as with tea leaf reading, it is loose leaf tea. Oh, that smells lovely, very potent. It's nice, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just going to pour you a cup. Just to make sure we get some of those lovely tea leaves in there. Lovely, I'll just pop that there for you. Okay, now while you drink your tea, I want you to just think about anything that's on your mind, anything that has been bothering you, any questions you may have. Could be from your past, your present, or your future. That's the kind of reading we'll be doing today. Thinking about any loved ones. Just let your mind wander while you enjoy your tea. Okay? I'm just going to do some scribbling in here while you enjoy your tea. No, this is not for yours, so don't worry. Anything I write down here isn't pertaining to your reading. This is from the readings I did yesterday. The lady said she's quite forgetful, and if I could just jot down on the paper what we talked about, so she could keep it with her and mull some things over. So I'm just jotting down one of the readings I did yesterday. Okay. It is, isn't it? The black tea we have is quite fragrant anyway, but when we mix it with the lime and lemon, it really brings out the essence of the black tea. It's very nice, very refreshing as well. Okay. Did you enjoy it? Excellent. So as you can see, there's plenty leaves left there in the bottom. So what I'm going to do, this is just to stop the drips. Okay, can you get the saucer? I'm going to put it on top of the cup, like so, and then I'm going to flip the cup over, and then once the cup is flipped over, I'm going to turn it anti-clockwise 3 times. See, it just stops my my tablecloth getting tea on it, and also adds something nice to my tea reading book. Just want you to keep any questions you've had, keep them at the forefront of your mind. And the last one, just going to lift the cup up. Okay. Just do that. Let me have a look what we have here. Okay, so what I'm doing, just softening my focus and looking into the tea leaves. And what I'm first going to do is look at the actual tea leaves themselves, as if they're silhouettes. See what pops out of them. It could be an animal, a figure, a letter. And then I'm going to look at the spaces that the tea has left. I'm just jotting down what it is I see as I see it. Still just focusing on the tea leaves themselves. Okay, now I'm just going to be looking at the space that the tea leaves have left and see where I can see in there. See if I can see anything else. before we start the reading. Okay, so the first thing that jumped up to me in the cup was a tea, and this was from the tea leaves. Let me just find it. There we go. So this is at the top of the cup, and this is a tree, and the tree is it's almost like a tree from a forest, so like a really tall pine tree, very specific kind of tree, not your trunk and then, you know, when you used to draw them as a small child, not that kind of tree. It's very specific, like a large Christmas tree, but older and bigger, so definitely like a tree in a forest. And then the next thing I saw was a rabbit or hare, and that's just like if you look kind of up here, you can see the face of the rabbit with the long ears, and that kind of fits in with the forest and the tree theme. And then at the bottom, so around this area, we're looking another rabbit, but this time the rabbit sat down. And what I'm getting from this is obviously the tree, nature, the rabbit or hare, nature, and the sitting down is resting. Have you been feeling stressed or particularly busy at all recently? I know obviously you're here for a break. It could be that it's saying that you are right to come away. It's good that you're taking the time to get back to nature, to rest. But I think we need more of that. The fact that it's come up in the tea, I think that you need to keep an eye on making sure that you're making your rest and self-care a priority. So it's fantastic that you're here. It's fantastic that you're doing meditation and Reiki and tea leaf reading, but it's important to continue that once you leave. So whether you book something in for a month's time or somewhere else just to get away, maybe book, you can get those tree houses, maybe book somewhere in the forest or in a log cabin or somewhere and get back to nature, connect with nature again. So, the next thing I saw that was in the white spaces of the cup, very strange, a little bit whimsical. Have you ever considered or are planning a trip to Disneyland? Okay, there's three things I saw, and I've jotted the image down. The first thing, let me find it. So the first thing is the bottom there. You can see the little white space. So the first thing in the bottom of the cup is, like a very elaborate, ornate candlestick, where you've got the main candlestick at the beginning and then the arms on the outside. That's the first thing I saw. and it reminded me of Beauty and the Beast, the candlestick from Beauty and the Beast. And then when I turned the cup around, the next space I saw in the bottom reminded me almost a cross between a genie's shoe or a genie's lamp. They're almost similar with the way the tip curls around. I've actually drawn a shoe, but it's like a genie's shoe or a genie's lamp. And then the next thing, it's not even so much a tree, so it's the white at the bottom there. Looking at this again, at first I thought it was like a tree person, as if somebody was dressed up as a tree, but when I look at it, it almost reminds me of A Christmas Carol, but the animated one, where it was a person and then there were a flame. I popped down a tree or a person dressed as a tree, but looking back I can see more clearly it reminds me of that animated person who was a flame. So there's a lot of whimsy in here, and it's giving me the idea that you need to maybe book a holiday to Disney or some sort of fun theme park, that you just need to get away for a little bit, but get away somewhere fun. So I don't think these both readings, both sides of the tea leaves are telling me you need to relax and get away, but then I'm also seeing get away and enjoy it. So maybe you have a weekend away in a treetop resort somewhere or a log cabin and just relax, leave your phone in the car, just take books or meditate when you're there and just have a total electronics detox. But then don't forget to have fun. You said you were looking to go to Florida. Maybe when you're there, book Disney. It doesn't matter that it's two adults going. Oh, is that what? Yeah, so you don't have to have children to go to Disney. You don't have to be a child to enjoy Disney. You can book it and enjoy it and just let your hair down and let loose. So these are telling me that you definitely need a break, but you need to remember to have fun as well. It's not all just about serious meditating and, you don't have to be so serious with it. Yes, get away, but remember to enjoy life. You only have one life. Make sure you enjoy it, and make sure you take care of yourself. So yeah, those are your leaves. It's rare that I get something so definitive. Like usually you will get a couple of different messages, sometimes you get something quite vague and you have to dig a little deeper and try and understand it, but it's rare that we get something so clear in the tea leaves. But they're telling you to relax and enjoy life, which I can't think of any better message really. What were you thinking of when you were drinking the tea? Were you? So obviously you're drinking it thinking, I'm enjoying being here, I'm enjoying doing this. how do I move forward from this? Well, that is the answer. There is a fine balance, and you have to work hard and play hard. Make sure if you're working hard, you are getting those trips and weekends booked away so that you can recharge and then come back with renewed vigour and then jump into it. But do not forget to take your time out. If you spent 3 months solid on a project, give yourself a good 3 weeks off and recharge your batteries, just enjoy things, get away. Okay? Well, this has been very fun. I'm so pleased you came here. If you want, I can jot a few things on the bottom here and then give you this just to keep. Obviously, it's got your T marks on. It's like a little signature. Okay, that's fine. I'll just jot a few more things down on here and then I'll tear it off and give you it. If you like, you can get another cup of tea.